Greetings! Yeah. This is Stitch. I'm a full patch member of Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club, and this is my home. So I have a summer job. I'm working for the Department of Transportation, and I'm part of the Crack Seal crew. So we started off in Palmer, Alaska, working out there, and then we had to move to Chalitna, Alaska. Now in Chalitna, we had to work out of Chalitna because it was 2 hours away from where I live. So I lived in a tent in the DOT yard, similar to this, but not this, obviously. Chalitna is that way, about an hour. About an hour. I don't know why I said it like that. So we finished down there. So now we moved our camp to Willow, which is what you see right there. Willow, Alaska. And this is the DOT maintenance yard. So this is the yard now that I'll be working out of. So my tent is inside that Connex roofed area because when I had it in Chalitna, it was just rain. Like every other day it would rain. And so after about a week of rain on my tent, it started getting all moist. So I moved inside of a Connex area. So I work 6 days a week, 12-hour days, and then go home and camp. So it kind of sucks. But now we're at a new location.
As a bird.
So this is a new location. So the reason why I'm here is I have a black tub that I want to put all my camping gear in because it's difficult to move all these camps around with me lugging all these bags and tents around. So this yard, it's just a lock and key. The other yards had these real fancy codes, and I'd just pop in my code and the gate would open and I can go into my tent and straighten things up. This one's not. So unfortunately, I have to slide my fat butt cheeks through this. I feel like I'm a wrestler and I'm going to the ring. Are you ready? I don't know. So let's get in there, buddy. Okay. Alright, I did it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Amber's like, screw it, I'm hopping fences. She acting like the popo was after her. She just ran, put one arm in and swung her legs over like a side flip. I don't do that. So this is the yard. So it's nothing fancy, okay? Living in the Department of Transportation yard. Yeah, it's nothing fancy.
I'm gonna call the cops on us.
But I'm an employee, so there you go. So like I said, I have a tent here, and the last camp that we were at, there's 7 of us. So the 3 like big bosses, they all had RVs. The other 3 of us, the new hires, the temporary employees on this crew, we have tents. So Princess, which is what I call her, she was a 19-year-old little white girl, and that's how I learned about white privilege. But that's a whole nother topic. So she gets a sign shed. So we had a shed where all of our Department of Transportation signs are. Sign shed, you get it. She slept in there, so she had her own like house. Again, the princess gets what she wants. Then there was another guy. I'm not gonna say his name just in case somehow he watches this video, and I'm not gonna say what people call him just in case he watches this video. But he had this gigantic tent mansion, and so he lived in there. I was like, oh man, it's Alaska. And by the way, this is almost 10 o'clock at night. You see this? This is almost 10 o'clock at night. So you try sleeping in a tent in this. So I went on Amazon and I bought this blackout tent. It's Coleman, right? So this will be a review about Coleman and how their tent sucks. So look at Amber just hoofing it. She's jogging up there.
The cops are gonna be here.
The cops. Yeah, so low-key side note, this office gets broken into a lot. and there's cameras everywhere. So there is a slight possibility the cops might be called on us. That's why she's running. But yeah, I wanted to bring, I already told you about the tub. So he got this like giant 10-person tent. Oh, that's what I was saying, Coleman. So I got this Coleman, and it's like, it says it's a 4-person tent. I'll show you how it's not a 4-person tent. And it said it's blackout technology. Blocks out 90% of sun. Homie, that may be for other places, definitely not in Alaska. And it fits basically me and my cot, and that's it. So let's show you my tent, and I'm gonna tell you why Coleman Tent sucks. So I'm in, so that's a Connex box and a Connex box, and they built a roof around it. So I'm in here living, and apparently my neighbor is a weasel.
Yeah, he's underneath there. He'll pop out here in a second.
Well, there's my neighbor. I better be careful about my food. So, look, Coleman Tent, 4-person. Y'all see that, right? And they call this a screen room. Who's fitting in there to hang out? That is not no screen room. I had my chair sitting right there, and my head got to be bent because I couldn't fit. Now, I want to show you what it says right here. Dark room technology. That is not no dark room technology. Look, so they say it's technology because it got this little blackout shield, and these sides are blacked out, right? It ain't true.
I'm gonna go back to Sam.
Oh.
Okay, give me a kiss.
It ain't true. So you can still see everything through this quote unquote blackout crap, okay? Now, it's just garbage. So you're like, oh, well, I can't see inside. You didn't show me. Calm down, okay? I gotta grab my tub and let's put it in there. Okay, so downfalls, right? First of all, I'm on asphalt, so I can't stake nothing down. So hopefully this little bad boy don't go rolling around, right? And this is the stupidest. They're like, oh, you know, they want this put out like way out here and hammered into the ground. It's like, dude, that's stupid. I'm not gonna add a bunch of more little ropes and tassels on the ground so I could trip on it. That's stupid. Anyways, let's go inside. I'm gonna show you how I don't black out nothing. So I gotta put my feet on that. Do that, okay. So this is supposed to be the screen room. It's like, oh yeah, you can just hang out in here. Yeah, not true. All right. So here I am in my first section. Now I gotta shut it because I don't want the mosquitoes in. All right, and look, there's my chair. So I'm gonna show you how this is not no screen room, okay? See, it's out all the way. Don't give me no crap. All right, there's my chair. All right, so now I'm sitting in my chair. That's supposed to be my screen room. Look, my head's hitting, like, I can't do nothing right here. And this is a 4-person tent. What, my homies are over there suffering, you know? This ain't no screen room. All right, let's go in this supposedly blacked out room. All right, y'all see that? This ain't no blackout. So, it actually looks like this area is just a smidge darker than my last area. So here's a tour. Let me give you a little tour. All right. Like I said, I just moved in here Wednesday. So yeah, you have, you know, you got your little window right here. You get another little window. You got nothing behind me. And then of course the little screen area. You got a couple little pouches. I put my glasses in there. And then you got another pouch right there I don't use. So this is my cot. I got from Amazon as well. Oh, I didn't put the legs down all the way. So I'm on a cot. I had to step out of my tent. So I have a cot with a sleeping bag and a pillow. And then I have an extra blanket because it gets cold at night. I live in Alaska. Some sandals, there's a little hot plate. That tub, the gray one, has my snacks, and then some more snacks and a soda. And I think, yeah, that's just miscellaneous items. These are my work shoes. I just bought these work shoes. They're Nike Max. I bought them because this little back end looked pretty cool. I'm hoping that they'll last longer than my last shoes, which only lasted 2 months working the crack seal. So yeah. So hopefully you can tell that this is not very blackout technology. You know, it's 10 o'clock right now, and you can still see everything. You know, look at the lights still coming through, obviously. That side's a little better because, as you can see, there's a giant snow thing right there blocking the light. What do I have on this side? Oh, I have signs. Those are those electronic signs you see on the road saying, you know, oh, road closures, be careful, dum-dums. And then I got a Connex box right there. And apparently there's a hole down there where there's a weasel, my old lady says. So this is the home. So I get off work and then I come here and I sleep in a tent. I'm gonna try and find my other pair of shoes to take home because I couldn't fit them on the Harley. So I even bought this little water thing because it sucks having to hoof water back and forth. You know, and this holds water and it's collapsible. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, here's my stupid shoes. I got those shoes at Target. 30 bucks, they lasted me about 2 months. The bottom's what really gets sucked because the hot tar just kind of takes it all off. And then walking miles and miles a day, you know, that gets all flattened. So I have no more cushion. So let's put this back, put that back over there. This tub is gonna fit all of that stuff under the bed. I'm gonna put it on the tub, and then that tub's gonna act as my end table. And I'll put my phone here. I play music at night. I don't have power, so what I do is I have a power cell, I think is what they call it. And that power cell, I charge it while I'm at work in the company vehicle. And then I bring it into the tent and charge my phone during the night. It's hot. So yeah, that's the Coleman 4-person tent. Y'all saw how it ain't no 4-person. I got one cot in there. You know, one cot sitting there. And their photo about it, they're showing, you know, 4 people laying on the ground, kind of side by side. And that still don't work. I'm glad I'm here. I need to get my gloves. Because Monday I have to ride back here. And these gloves are freaking amazing. Fly. I think they're called Aurora. Well, that says Hippora. I don't know. But these gloves are awesome. Oh, that's what they are. So, if you're looking for gloves that are Alaska approved, as of right now, these are Alaska approved for me. They got that inner, like, I think it's Gore-Tex. They got this like inner Gore-Tex and leather padding and stuff. But I rode those. I rode those in the rain 2 hours up to Chalitna last Monday. The entire time was in the rain, and my hands were great. Not cold, not wet, they were perfect. But I should probably put this in my tent. That's of course the Coleman bag that the tent goes into. But friggin' once I undid it, I can't put it back, so I just roll it up now. So yeah, this is my home. And I think we got a couple more weeks out here in Willow. And I'm getting like per diem, which is awesome. So it's an extra X amount of dollars a day for housing and for food. But because I'm living in a tent, I can just pocket the housing money, which would have been for like a hotel. But I'll just sleep in a tent. So yeah, there's disadvantages. You know, the last area had a shower in the DOT office, which is that building right there. So of course the bays are where they work on stuff. And there's a break room where you can, you know, there's a microwave and a fridge. So I'll put my stuff in the microwave, you know, put my stuff in the fridge. I do a little bit of grocery shopping, which, dang it, I should have done before we came here. What that means is, like, after I get off work Monday, then I'll shoot to the grocery store on the Harley and then come back here and put my food in the fridge. So I don't know if there's a shower in this building. As you can see, there's a camper there and a camper there. That's 2 other people. And there it is. So that's my life living at the Department of Transportation. There's our work vehicles. That's about it. So this is my new home. Work 6 days a week, 12-hour days, and then come home to a tent. It's not too bad, you know. Actually, there's better cell service here. There was crappy cell service in Chalitna. So I didn't get to really, I had to be in a certain area to enjoy any of the phone service. There was a really good gas station that had some pretty good food. It was called like Vitus Energy. And they actually had a really good restaurant in there. Their bacon western burger was really good. But anyways, I don't know what's in Willow. When me and the old lady head home right now, like I said, it's a 46-minute ride. I'll see what there is for food. But what I've been doing, honestly, is low-key on a budget, you know what I'm saying? So for breakfast, I'll buy those Jimmy Dean croissant sandwiches, and I'll eat 2 a day, 2 every morning. For dinner or for lunch, you know, during the work, you know, we're out here on the roads. We don't have a break room, and we actually don't even take lunch. So I'm in a pickup truck, or I'm on the side of a road flagging. So if I'm on the side of a road, I try and wait until I'm in the truck, moving signs, and then I'll pop open a can of SpaghettiOs, and I'll just either eat it, or if I'm moving, I'll just drink a can of SpaghettiOs. And then I have a bunch of like lunch snacks. I think I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes on my legs. Very itchy. And then for dinner, I've been buying those, what are they called? Tinas or tortinas or tatinas. I don't know what it's called. Maybe I'll pop a photo of it, you know, right here, so you can see what it is. But I get the all meat one, and they're here at the Three Bears here. They're like $2.29 a piece, so I'll buy 5 of those. Actually 6 of those. That way I have one through Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday I can go home. So Saturday night after work, I can just shoot home. So that's my lunch. There's a coffee pot here, so I'll make coffee. I'll fill up my 32-ounce coffee jug, a couple bottles of water, and 1 cherry Pepsi, and then some lunch snacks, you know, prepackaged chips and crap. So yeah, that's my life with the DOT. This is a summer gig. It's 6 months. I was hired in April. Yeah, I was hired at the beginning of April, and my contract is over about September, October, depending on if it's too cold or snows. So you might ask, what's crack seal? Did anybody ask? I don't know. So crack seal is just this. Okay, so as I'm walking up, you see there's a crack right here. So you see that crack? So what we do is we have to fill it. Yes, we fill cracks. It's funny because the tar is called Crack Master. Like everything has a very weird innuendo if you want to go there. So I joke around saying that I'm the Crack Master. But anywho, that's a mosquito. Ah, squished it. Freaking mosquitoes. So yeah, what we'll do is one truck will have a blaster, which is a compressor. And oh, here we go. This one used to be sealed. So you can see the little remnants of tar. Yeah. So what happens is, oh, see, you can see the space from here to here. That's actually tar. So what happens is, one truck goes through and you blast the crack with compressed air, and then there's a heating element that heats up the edges. So you have to softly heat it a little bit. So one truck goes by doing that, and then the next truck has the tar. So they call it a wand, but it's a tar gun. You pull the trigger and tar pours out of it. And then there's another guy that has what they call a puck. And it's basically a metal circle on a stick. I'll try and pop a picture in this so you can see what that looks like. And that smooths it out. So that's what they call painting. So that's it. And then if it's a cold day or it's a long stretch of highway that we're doing, then somebody has to go behind it and they spray Dawn dish soap. Apparently that's what they found works best. The generic stuff doesn't work. They use commercial grade Dawn dish soap with water. And we put them in spray bottles that we carry with us, and we'll spray the cracks. So that's my job for the summer. Good money, long hours, and traveling, camping. All right, so that's the gist of my job. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'm out of here. That actually looks like moose tracks. Yep, look at that. Moose. Moose tracks. I've only seen a bear once so far while I was working here. All right, let's go back to the bottom rope. Ah, gosh. Ah, ah. Oh, all right. Well, that's the tour of my job. Oh shoot, there's more. Oh, look at the little baby ones. That's pretty cool. All right, well, thanks for joining me. As always, stay humble and stay blessed. All right, entering the historic Willow Creek Mining District and Hetcher's Pass. All right, gosh darn it, too many bugs.